Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com. Thursday NBA basketball free play for you. And we'll give you an update on what's going on over at the website here, what we got up today for you. Here at the end of the video, we're going to get right to the free pick. If you missed out, be sure and check the YouTube channel as we had our NFL opening line report out on Tuesday. A very difficult week in the NFL, very volatile. We'll talk about that here at the end of the video, but a weekend to tread lightly. That's for sure. I'd still hate to be, I'd love to be alive in the survivor pool, but then again, I'd hate it because there's a lot of coin flip games out there, regardless what the spreads tell you. So that being said, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get some more free play videos out for you here in basketball, in the NBA and college basketball. They've been few and far between. I've still been under the weather health-wise. I have my good days, my bad days, and I spend 99.9% of my energy getting up at 4 in the morning and putting in the time on those premium picks to get those out at 8:30 Pacific. So there's a lot of days after that I just don't have enough left in the tank. So that being said, we'll try and trickle in some more of these for you here this week and weekend, including some NFL freebies as well. Good teaser weekend. Hello. That being said, tonight's game, Memphis laying 7 on the road at Orlando. Now, Memphis is a team that we've had our eye on for the last 2 years with Ja Morant, a superstar. I was telling people when he was playing at Murray State, this kid's going to be a superstar in the NBA, and they kept telling me, man, he's playing in the Ohio Valley. He's playing at Murray State. Well, we just kept winning money on Murray State like we were crazy when he was in college. And took a while for the odds makers to catch up on him. But this guy is a superstar on a team that's a good team overall, very well-coached team. I've got them ranked second in the NBA in power ratings. This is a team that's going to be in the conversation all the way to the finals this year, potentially. Definitely going to be in the mix for the conference finals. And obviously a much better team than Orlando. But that being said, 7 points in the NBA when you're on the road is a ton of points. Could they win this game by 20? Yeah, they could. Because Orlando's beat up and they've got players on suspension from that big fight still. And so they're shorthanded tonight. And this is a team that doesn't need to be shorthanded. You know, they need all the help they can get, especially against a team like Memphis. Now, there's a lot of variables in the NBA where you could get a notice at the 3:30 this afternoon Pacific, 6:30 Eastern, half hour for the game, that they have a load management thing going on with Ja Morant. He's not going to play. I mean, these type of things happen in the NBA. Players listed as probable, 3 of them, for instance, on any given team at any given night. None of them play, you know, so it's real hard to handicap the NBA when this scenario exists. You know, it's almost impossible to handicap a game when you don't know who's going to play, which is why we're 18 and 15 our last 33. We've had a lot of that happen to us, and there's nothing the best thing you can do in that, if you're in a state that has legal sports betting, is to hedge or make a wager at halftime on a halftime line or in-game wagering. I have that, living in Vegas, I've got 5 apps and 5 accounts at 5 different places where I can, shop my lines around and find a good angle, as I watch the game unfold and, double up some money or hedge some back and, maximize profits and minimize losses, so to speak. Not everybody has that ability. That being said, I'm not willing to lay 7 in this game. How many times, I've been doing this 31 years as we enter 2023, how many times have you had a team that's up by, 18 in the third quarter and get complacent, start resting starters, start, slacking off, and the next thing you know, they only win by 7. They were laying 8.5. If you said this never happened to you, you're a liar. So that's the danger with big numbers, especially on the road. And 7's a big number in the NBA. But I do like the first half line here, Memphis -4. Memphis is number 2 in the NBA over the last 3 games in points scored in the first half, and that's 63 per game. Their last game, they scored 76. Now, Orlando, on the other hand, also being shorthanded, are 4th from last in the NBA on the season in first half scoring. And their last 3 games, they've only managed 54 points per game in the first half. And again, Memphis at 63. I will go ahead and I will lay the first half line here, avoid any complacency or resting starters in a game where Memphis should be able to name the score. But it just doesn't come that easy. But I'll lay the 4 in the first half with Memphis tonight over Orlando. Over at the website today, all football's out today. A very tricky final week in the NFL. A lot of games that are meaningless. A lot of games where the totals may come into play based on who's playing. A lot of teams are starting second and third string quarterbacks this week. A lot of teams need those games to secure a better playoff spot or get in the playoffs. And those things, when they absolutely positively have to have it, never come easy. Never. So it's one of those weekends, and there's 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday. Yes, I will be attending the Kansas City, Las Vegas game here at Allegiant Stadium on Saturday. Mrs. George for Christmas sprung for tickets. Fanatical Kansas City fan. Now, my favorite team's whoever I got money on. We have a very divided household when I'm fading Kansas City. Pisses her off, So, nonetheless, we'll be going to the game. We'll have a card on Saturday. We'll have a card on Sunday as well. In the NFL, potentially just one play on Sunday, and it may be a top pick. So we're looking forward to getting that going for you in the NFL. And, of course, the national title game. All those picks will be up Thursday, today, at 3 Central. College basketball hit a top play last night on a 2-0 sweep. Now, we took a break in college basketball over Christmas. We had a bad 2 weeks. We started out pretty good, then we just fell from grace. We've climbed back out since that break and that reset out of the cellar, hit 80% of our picks, and we got a doubleheader for you tonight. We swept last night with a doubleheader with a 6-unit top pick on Southern over Prairie View, and we also, that small conference, thank you, Tim Fines, my small conference guru, and of course we had Mizzou catching a big number against Archie, who hung in there, barely, but we got it covered. So, nonetheless, tonight we have a doubleheader. We have a 4-unit NBA play. NHL, 7-unit play on Tuesday. Boom! Puck line. Tampa over Chicago 4-1. And we are on a 12-5 run in the NHL. So be sure and jump on board the NHL. NBA player prop tonight. Come on. Cased one last night. And those NFL props, 12 out of our last 17 cards have turned a profit in the NFL props. We'll have those up for you on Saturday and Sunday as well. And the PGA Tour started with the Century Classic, put out picks on Wednesday. We're doing tournament head-to-heads only. Not doing daily head-to-heads this week. Because this course is known for scoring big time up there in Hawaii. So, but we started our 2023 PGA Tour picks this week, so we're looking forward to getting those results on Sunday and winning some money there. And we got NASCAR coming up here before too long, too. So a lot of things to look forward to here in 2023.